Welcome to Meryl's Mystic. I am Meryl. I am so happy that you're here with me today as we tune into this ever-changing energy around us in order to tune into ourselves. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your likes, subscribes, and shares. All of my information and links are attached however you are viewing this. I would love to connect to you personally. Part of Meryl's Mystic is I do one-on-one spiritual coaching through Into the Mystic with Meryl. So we really dive deep, bust out of your shell, and help you be the unapologetic bright light that you are meant to be in this life. So today we are here to talk about our Gemini full moon that's coming up on December 11th through the 12th, 2019, if you're watching this in the past. So I don't know about you guys, but the energy right now, I am definitely feeling the paradoxes, we're really having to sit in uncomfortability in order to heal and move through and move forward. And I love the Gemini Sagittarius energy because it really does force us to kind of communicate more than we would probably want to with ourselves and with each other. And that's where growth happens, is through communication. That's how we delete the wonder, is one of my favorite phrases. So we're not expecting people to read our minds when it comes to what we want and need in this life, and from each other and from ourselves. So I've noticed this as we're all reflecting on this past year, 2019, going into 2020, and this ascension and this transmutation journey that we've all been on, the raising of our collective vibration, our personal vibrations, is that all of our full moons, especially this year, and I'm sure the energy will continue to cycle through and teach us lots of lessons. All of these full moons have really keep giving us these great opportunities to really sit with and embrace these many paradoxes that we're experiencing. These supposed, from what appears to be from the outside, opposing forces that is just part of life on Earth, living in a human vessel. And why? Why do we constantly experience this? Why is this how we learn lessons? Well, because that's the only way that our souls truly evolve and grow. We are beings that exist beyond this body. The fractions of our souls that are in our bodies are only a small part of who we truly are. Because when we exist in the spirit world, in the ether, our energy and vibration is so high, and time and space does not exist there the way that it exists on Earth. We are in a low density, low vibration existence here. So that's how we are constantly connected to the divine and to the divine within us. And that's really the point on this earth, is to connect to the divine within us, so we can remember the divine that we truly are. And so in order for us to learn lessons on this earth for not only our earthly selves but our higher divine soul selves, is through opposites. We learn the lessons through from seemingly unpleasant experiences, unfavorable things that happen in our lives. And this can get really dangerous, because if you are a law of attraction person, a karma person, which I totally believe in all these things, these are universal laws that do exist, But we can so easily blame these laws for things happening, or we can say, well, you brought that on yourself, or what did you do to deserve that, or oh, those things are supposed to happen. And then we intentionally or unintentionally spiritually bypass each other, and then we invalidate our trauma and the real pain that we're really experiencing here. Because the pain is real, the trauma is real, and whether you're supposed to learn that way or not, that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to feel what's happening to you. So this has been coming up a lot in so many different avenues for me, especially this lesson that keeps coming in is that you truly are right where you're supposed to be, no matter how unfavorable it may seem at the time. There is a bigger purpose. There is a bigger picture, and we're not necessarily supposed to know what that is, because then we wouldn't learn. If you're asking for love in this life, you will first experience not having love to figure out what love truly is. If you are asking for money in this life, hi, been asking for money. Guess what I've been experiencing? The lack of money. I'm asking for more time. I experience the lack of time. Because we have to know what not having those things feels like in order to be able to truly appreciate and recognize when we do have those things. If you're asking for freedom, you may be experiencing feeling trapped. So look at what you're asking for. Look at what you're getting. At the time, it seems like, what the hell? This isn't what I asked for. But maybe it's what you were supposed to get. Maybe this is just another step to getting what you asked for. And when you get it, you will truly be able to appreciate it, and you won't take it for granted. Because that's the other thing that we're all trying to do, raise our vibration on this planet. Raise awareness of each other so that we don't take it for granted. So that we trust that there's more to life than just what's in front of us. But also remembering who we truly are. Remembering that you are a powerful light in this world and that you have all the capability to be a co-creator in your life and to make shit happen. Sometimes it just might not happen the way we expect it to. And I think that is a huge lesson that's been coming up in all the readings this year and in all the energy is you're getting what you asked for. It just might not look the way that you expected it to. So I hope that gives you a moment to just kind of look around where you're at. And although some of it might not be favorable at the time, trust, maybe find some comfort to know that you are right where you're supposed to be. So yeah, those are our general messages for this energy. Let's get ready to drop in and pull some cards. I'll be pulling a couple cards from, I shouldn't say regular, from my Smith-Waite deck. And then we will be pulling, because this is all about connecting to our divine selves, as above, so below. We'll do an angel oracle card for our lesson as above, and mermaids and dolphins for our physical manifestation as below. Cool. Let's get into it. All right, my water signs, let's pull some cards for this energy. If you can, wherever you are, join me in taking some deep breaths and dropping in for a minute, closing your eyes if you can, having your feet touch the ground. Take some deep breaths in your nose and out your mouth. Feel how your body is supported by the earth. Feel how we are part of this bigger universe as we connect to the ether and ask our guides to join us and to bring us all the messages. Then we trust that they're the right messages. And we trust that whatever they're bringing to us is for our highest good. And that's what we will allow. We allow only that which is for our highest good. And we'll remember that sometimes those come in messy packages. Let's take another deep breath in your nose. Inhale some love. Exhale the day thus far. Open the eyes. Welcome back to Earth. All right. Let's see what messages and lessons this Gemini full moon is bringing for you water signs. If you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, drew a blank. These hopefully messages are for you. If they don't land, then they're not for you, and that's okay. And there's more messages out there. All right. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. I guess I'll have this one first. This is interesting. This is the same card that the air signs got for messages or lessons of this Gemini moon, but you got an extra card that came out with it this time. So let's look at them. So first we have the Four of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Swords. So let's talk about these guys together. Well, let's talk about them individually, then we'll talk about them together. So, and this is pertaining to what messages or lessons, especially kind of the lessons of the cards, are bringing for you. And when the Four of Wands comes up in reverse, oh, I'm sorry, this is the Three of Wands. Excuse me. Three of Wands. Yes, same card that they got. So not surprising though, which is interesting. I shuffle a lot, and I did the fire signs in between you two. So there's you guys, water and air need to be able to relate to each other, I think. Air needs to come into their feelings more. Water, I think you need to come a little bit out of your feelings and use some logic instead of letting your emotions take hold. So now, a lot of the times when the Three of Wands in reverse comes up, it's meaning that you are like so close to kind of being out there. Oh, you know what? I think I'm wrong. Again, excuse me. I am mistaken. They got the Two of Wands in reverse, and you got the Three of Wands in reverse. Now, the Three of Wands is all about, I think the fire signs got the Four of Wands in reverse at some point. So something's happening here with everybody where they are putting aside the things that really light them up and bring them life for something else that's really probably not worth it, because that's the point, is to be doing things that we're passionate about, not setting them aside. Or we're having some internal struggle about embracing those things that light us up and make us feel energized. So with the Three of Wands, the Three of Wands is all about waiting for your ships to come in, basically. You've planted the seeds, you've done all this stuff, and now you're just waiting for, it's like you've sent your ships out there on a journey to get the spices. This is a metaphor, of course. This is like you've put all the applications out and you're just waiting to hear back, or you've put out new things that you've wanted to do in the world, or you started to do new things that you wanted to do in the world, and you're like waiting for that like return feeling on it, like, okay, this was worth it. So with it coming up in reverse, it's like is it worth it? I know it's come up in reverse for you guys before too, and I'm trying to remember what the message was. I feel like it was different. The message was different. It's like, so, and there's this thing too. So it's kind of like, it's almost saying like, okay, I know you want to put your stuff out there. You've been working on stuff. You're excited about things. I know you want to put it out there. However, really examine who you're putting it out there for. And is it going to actually make you feel like this? If you put it out there too soon, or if you are putting it out there and expecting back something and you don't get back what you wanted, it's going to be really disappointing. And it's kind of like, it's almost like you've been doing this thing, you've been working on yourself, trying over and over and again to fix this thing, probably relationship wise with other people, and you just keep ending up disappointed. So this really kind of feels like, this is funny, this is the second time this saying has come up, and it's a very old saying. It came up for a reading for her, a friend of mine, is don't put your pearls before swine. I almost said swan. Don't place your pearls before swine. And what this means is, do not share the best parts of you with people that don't deserve it, or don't see what you're offering them, or don't appreciate the beauty that you have, or the light that you're shining, and the light that you're bringing into the situation. And you just end up feeling disappointed and drained at the end of it. So this is really about like examining, you're coming into being the best version of you, something that's a place where you feel alive and you're ready to like share it with the world, but be aware of who deserves it and who doesn't. And are you changing, and you expect because you're changing that other people are going to change too, but they might not be doing the work that you're doing, So they're not going to change. And then you're just going to be disappointed, and then you're just going to be done. So let's see how improving our communication with ourselves and others can help you in this situation. So this next card is how can we improve communication with ourselves? How can you improve communication with you? 9 of Pentacles, or excuse me. I don't know what's with me today. I know this is the 8 of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm saying different. The number 1 off. It's weird. 1 off today. Just 1 off. So 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And it would be different if it was saying the 1 off that was, the 7 of Pentacles, because a lot of the time when these are in reverse, it refers to the card before it in succession. So our 8 of Pentacles in reverse here. How is this improving communication with yourself? Well, are you being honest with yourself about what you're physically manifesting in this world? Are you owning it? Are you proud of it? Are you going after just the money and maybe not looking at the reasoning or possible consequences? Are you pushing something too fast? This is like a card where you're on your way to mastering your craft, and you can't push mastery. There's like a need for patience here. Are you pushing yourself too much? Are you being too hard on yourself? Are you expecting too much? Are you, thinking, oh, I should be further than this? Because you shouldn't. You should be right where you are. That's the thing. Stop pushing so hard, for sure. It's like we need to, as water signs, we get very even though we're very in our fields, we get very analytical, I think, about it too. Why we feel this way. You know, this is what all the other signs need to be doing, and we're doing it all the time. So we need to be conscious of not only what our feelings are doing, but what our brain is doing also about what we're doing, about what we're feeling, because I think that as water signs, we're not only sensitive to everybody's energy around us, we're sensitive to what our brains are telling us, and we can work with our brains and our heart and get them to work together, and us, you know, everybody work in harmony in order for you not to be affected by your own limiting thoughts. Because that's really what this feels like, that you are, it could also be maybe you're limiting what your mastery is. Maybe you are further than you think you are, and you're not giving yourself enough credit. So that could be another way too. You know, these are general readings, so I try to kind of read. There's several roads we could go down. It's all choose your own adventure, truly. Okay, so then let's look at how we can improve our communication with each other, with others. How can you communicate your communication with others? This is very interesting, water signs. It's like you want to be out there, but you're questioning everything. So are you ready? Do you think you're ready, but maybe there's still a couple things you need to take care of and look at? Or maybe you just need to like let go and go with the flow. Because the moon is coming up in reverse for you, and that's very rare. You know, especially the moon is usually about our relationship with ourselves. And so how is your relationship with yourself rippling out into your relationships with others? Are you frustrated and annoyed and impatient with others because you're frustrated, annoyed, and impatient with yourself? You know, it's like if you're not living in the present, you could be projecting any sort of like bitterness on others, could be projecting very much like this card coming up like this for you guys very much feels like projecting deep-seated things that are actually about you onto other people. I mean, I know that we are affected by others, but we have to be able to take responsibility of when we're affecting ourselves. Haha. Huh. Okay, so let's pull a angel oracle card from Doreen Virtue. See what our guide message for as above, what's happening behind the scenes for my water signs. These cards, they don't like to jump out the way my other cards do. Ooh, there's one. Ooh, clear cognizance. Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are unanswered prayers. Also, pay attention to what your thoughts are doing. Like, that's what we were talking about. Pay attention to what your thoughts are doing. And so this is saying, you know, as we're having messages of like, pay attention to how our brains are maybe playing tricks on us, it's like, pay attention to the good things too that it's doing. Grab on to like the positivity and abundance and gratitude that your brain's cooking up in replacement. You know, you have to have something to kind of replace the old thoughts with the new. I'm doing great. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I only allow what's in my highest good. Come up with mantras that feel good for you so that, you know, it's all going to work out. It's really that simple when you catch your brain doing things and taking over. Everything's going to work out. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. If I do remember my alphabet, that would help. Here we go. Okay. Oops. No. There's many clair. Okay, here it is. They cover all the clairvoyancies. Okay. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as their unanswered prayers. Archangel Uriel. You've prayed for answers and they've come to you in the form of repetitive thoughts telling you to take steps and make healthy changes. Listen to those. Don't listen to the ones that are telling you you're not doing enough. Listen to the ones that are like, you should probably go and stretch a little bit before bed. You should probably maybe eat this instead of this because it's going to be better for your body's just going to feel better. Things like that. That's your intuition trying to talk to you. Don't discount your thoughts or think they're just dreams or common knowledge. Your thoughts are tuned to high frequencies right now and are trustworthy inspirations. All great inventions, new businesses, and teachings stem from this same universal source of wisdom. You're tapped into that divine wisdom right now, and it's important to notice and record your thoughts. Then act upon these answers to your prayers. Sit down and journal. Do some free writing. Just see what comes through. The minute you give time and space for thoughts, for these things to come through, you can channel that shit. It works. Uriel's name means the light of God. He's known for his ability to enlighten our minds with divine inspiration. Anytime you need answers or insights, I say him, but they're non-binary. And I think Uriel on this card looks more feminine than masculine. So we're going to say they. Uriel's name means the light of God. They are known for their ability to enlighten our minds with divine inspiration. Anytime you need answers or insights, call upon Uriel. They answer anyone who call upon them. You'll know that Uriel has answered. Second page. When you have repetitive thoughts or ideas that are positive, loving, and helpful, and repetitive signs. Or people say, it happens to me when like people outside of me say the same thing to me 3 times, and people who don't know each other or don't know that the other one said that, that's a message. If you need facts in a hurry, such as during a test or important meeting, Uriel will supply you with the information. After you ask him for help, the answer will pop into your mind. Trust the information that they supply. All right. And then we'll do a magical mermaid and dolphin for So Below. How to help this claircognizance manifest in our connection. What can we do on Earth? Playtime. So cool. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestations. That is great. I love that because this is the thing. It's all a paradox. It seems counterintuitive and it's not. It seems like, oh, well, I should be doing all these things. But actually you shouldn't. You should be resting, or you should be being creative, or you should be being in playtime. It's like you don't just throw all your responsibilities out the door, but like you got to give yourself more time. We keep getting very cool, like opposing but working together messages where it seems counterintuitive, but it's not. I know my alphabet. This card indicates that you've been straining and working too hard and that you've lost your original focus. You're striving more out of habit than out of a clear direction. The dolphins ask you to stop and divert your attention through silliness and non-competitive play. Any kind of playfulness will shake up your ruts and routines and allow you to regain perspective on what is important and what is not. It's getting in that like childlike feeling. And it's like that thing where you're like trying to think of something, but the minute you stop thinking about it, it comes to you. That's what the divine is trying to tell you. Take some time to journal, explore your thoughts, pay attention to them. However, don't get obsessive about it. Sometimes if something's not coming to you, if you feel blocked, you either just like keep kind of free writing, maybe start writing something creative and then it comes through, or you have to step away. Go do something fun for a little while, and then I guarantee you all of a sudden these thoughts will start popping in your head and you're like, oh my gosh, there they are. When I was enjoying my life and wasn't even paying attention. Playing is a magical form of meditation as it opens your heart chakra and allows your creative spirit to tap into divine wisdom. If your playfulness involves outdoor physical activity, the extra oxygen will also spark new ideas for you. I mean, even going playing putt-putt and bowling, leisure sports like that, that's fun. That's play. That's silly. Do something. Go play. Go. Bye-bye. All right. Thanks, y'all, for being here. I really hope these messages helped. It's feeling a little like things are feeling like they were probably, you were wondering if they were pretty rough. But you're on the right track. You're doing good. Go take a break. Have some fun. Have some fun that's not going to be draining. And for the holidays, don't do one thing that you don't want to do. Cool. Thank you so much for being here once again. Oh, excuse me. I messed with my light. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your support and your beautiful light. Please join me on my Facebook Live. I believe I'm doing it on the 11th for another Q&A. They're always really awesome and powerful. And I will see you next time. And as always, I'm so happy to be here with you, flying through space on this magical rock together. Bye.